Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another GC Crypto episode. It's good to be with you guys. Thanks for hanging with me during these bearish times, man. It is absolutely just look, crypto is it doomed? That's the title from today because realistically, guys, it's not looking too flash out there. That's for sure. That is for sure. So, anyways, we're gonna be here live every single day because that's what we do. And yeah, anyways, let's just hope the market recovers eventually. We'll talk about that today. We gave some really good analysis yesterday live on stream. We looked at price on high time frames. But yeah, we'll break it all down today. And we'll discuss some trending topics, obviously. And maybe we'll do a little yeet giveaway towards the end of the show as well. So as always, GM to everyone, GM to you, GG Martin. Hope you're doing well, legend. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, we'll run through some charts that I brought up yesterday on Twitter as well, which is kind of a follow-on from the conversation that we had yesterday live on stream. As always, shout out to our two partners, OKX, one of the best platforms in the world to trade crypto. Sign up down below. $75 with Bitcoin for free, literally right now. Will end, I believe, in December. You can claim even more USDT daily cash bonuses once you sign up as well under the link down in the description. And join one of the most safest exchanges literally in the world. They have a self-managed super fund. I know that's massive in Australia at the moment. They also have on-chain earn on their platform. You can check it out all down below. And massive shout out to Yeet as well. Online casino / sportsbook for partnering with us. The more volume we do, guys, in our community, the more cash we can give away every single month. Approaching 200 members, which is great to see. They have a 40% airdrop. Mendo literally did say they had a token coming. He cannot confirm Q1 just yet, but yeah, there is a token coming in the near future, and 40% of that does go to the community. So shout out to our members here. Massive shout out to GG Martin for getting a gold. First gold member on our list. Absolutely crushing it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Huge W for GG Martin hitting gold. That's some good levels to be hitting. All right, guys. Good to see everyone. Jagar, good to see you. Alex, good to see you. I hope you guys are doing well. Guys, if you are new here, smash a follow, smash a sub. Very much do appreciate it. It does go a long way to supporting the channel. BTC just shit the bed yet again overnight, man. Like, every time I wake up at the moment, we just literally, New York, man. New York session, when Australia's sleeping, it's like we either pump, you basically are missing out on the volatility. The volatility has really shifted the past couple of weeks. And seems to be happening more during the period of time when I'm asleep. Okay? So, very interesting price action, obviously, overnight. We obviously dumped. If we have a look, we dumped again at 10 o'clock. I'm asleep by 10 o'clock. I'm trying to get into a better routine and get up at about 5:30, 5 a.m. every morning. So, I'm asleep by 10 o'clock most nights. So, as you can see, missed this big dumpola. When did this one happen? 10 o'clock the other day. That's what I mean. It's very coordinated, it seems. This dump happened at 6 p.m. Australian time. This one here, that was in the morning at 6 a.m. Australian. This was the last time. So Thursday last week was the first time we had volatility in the Australian time zone. This one here, again, this big pump here happened in the middle of the night, Australia. So it just seems a bit manipulated. And to back that up with a little bit more statistics based, yesterday it was shared that DeFi Llama said that the correlations between the largest crypto assets has been unusually high over the past 7 days. Many pairs have correlated with coefficients of over 0.9, with one reaching as high as 0.99. That screams manipulation in itself, guys. So if we have a look here, which one's the 0.99 combo? Sol and BTC. That's crazy. Even Doge XRP has 97. Doge 8 or 97. Anyways, that screams manipulation. And if we look at the consistency around the timing of these sort of moves, it's an interesting market at the moment. But anyways, I am long this morning. Nice too. I was patient. I was patient. Yes, I wanted to long this level here at 87.7. Cappy caught it in GTG. I decided not to. I was more patient. I was like, come on, be greedy for lower. And I have been greedy for lower. So I caught my entries this morning. And overnight, we had a bid down here. And anyways, nice move up. If you didn't take profit straight back into all this previous resistance up here, and now obviously previous support, now resistance up here, then yeah, you capitulate to the downside. Anyways, high time for resistance still in this high time frame range. Rejection yet again from the yearly open. and rejection yet again from the golden pocket. So it is a tough time to be a bull right now. It's a tough time to be a bull because not much is happening. Now, this is some pretty key levels here. I want to see this 4-hour order block hold. Very much aligns with the 786 from the fib, basically from the 74K lows to the current all-time high at 126. So a lot of confluence at this level for us to maybe hold this. We could sweep this. I could get swept out. We'll wait and see. If we sweep this, then I might look for a re-entry, something like, oh, that's a horrible drawing, but something like this, watch the re-entry and capture that. Yesterday on stream, I mentioned about Solana. Solana actually broke its daily range towards the downside. It's obviously tapped this liquidity as well. So again, if you really want to be a degen, you could look for longs around this sweep here. I'm going to wait till the daily range gets reclaimed, or we show weakness here. I could short this, okay? Maybe I can short this back to 120 if we can't get back above the daily range. If not, targeting the 0.5, probably targeting the previous high and probably the block of orders there as well, liquidity. And yeah, I'd be looking for a little swing scalp trade up into this region potentially on Solana. So yeah, tough market at the moment. I actually had limit orders set on a few altcoins. That ruined me overnight. Dude, I always forget. This is literally from like last week, man. It's really annoying when you forget to remove your orders. That's why I need to just stick to trading beat the majors. That's why I need to stick to just trading majors. Because it's you miss some orders, chat. You miss some orders and you get wrecked because you don't want to hold those positions. And yeah, it's not nice. Not nice at all. All right, I'm just sending a GTG live stream through to the GTG community that we did this morning. All right, where am I? Now I've lost my. I've got too many charts open, too many tabs. So yeah, want to see this reclaim of Solana. Let's turn on the Monday range. That could be really interesting as well to be looking Monday low. Yeah, so we haven't obviously had the daily close just yet. That comes in about 50 minutes, but weekly open obviously aligns with Monday mid, and monthly opens kind of, yeah, that would probably be, it would be a very much a scalp trade. I'd probably want a long position. Thank you. And excuse me. There we go. Yeah, so I'd probably be looking for a reclaim. I'd probably be on low time frames, probably targeting there. Like, I know it's not the best setup, but on a higher time frame, this would probably be what I'd be looking to do and have a tight SL wherever this higher low might form here on, say, a 15-minute chart, okay? That's kind of what I'd be looking for. In saying that, that's a risky trade. You might want to actually wait till confirmation of, like, say you get a nice recovery here, maybe set a high low, get up here, we reject from here, set a high low. That would be probably my confirmation. Set my stop loss below this low and target back towards monthly open and Monday high would probably be what I'd be looking for. Let me just confirm. Yeah, I think I could get away with that swing trade. Might take a little bit to play out, but yeah. Anyways, that's what I would be looking for. Something like this to play out on Solana specifically. BTC, a little bit of a different. I'm already long in this vicinity. Yeah, if we can crack this market structure break, we go back to 87, in my opinion, from this move. It's then what happens up here at 87.7. What happens here? Okay, at this previous support, Monday mid as well, weekly open. There's a lot of, like, do we reject from here? Do we reject from there? Wait and see what happens. Can we push through these levels and push back towards 90? Again, that's what trading is. Everyone's like, oh, you're greedy. You got a bearish setup and you got a bullish setup. Oh yeah, that's how trading works. That's how trading works. Okay. You just move with what price gives you, okay? Obviously, you have directional bias, and I've been a bear for a while. Like, it's pretty obvious. And I protected a lot of downside risk, and I hope I've helped you guys protect downside risk. But you need to have directional bias. But price is price, and you just trade whatever price gives you, right? So, yeah, again, we want to break a structure here potentially. We'll keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it today. It's the 15-minute chart's looking clean. 15-minute chart's looking pretty clean there. 4-hour order block, really nice to see as well. Yeah, if we break below Monday range, see, this is the thing too. If we reject from, maybe reject from the current, this little mini high here, maybe reject from there, maybe reject from up here, like I said. If we come down here, start to close, and then we reclaim like Monday's low, that also would be a long trigger for me to re-entry, even though I would probably get stopped out of this trade. Depends on where my stop loss is. If I really want to protect it, I might go lower on this macro sort of maybe swing. It's a tough time to trade. Like, you're heading literally, like, there's going to be no volatility. Like, quote me right now. There will be no volatility over the next probably 3 weeks, I would say, maybe 2 and a bit weeks. You're not going to see volatility till the new year. So that's also a tough time. But as always, price is here and I'm going to trade it, right? So, anyways, yeah, those are sort of setups I'm looking at. Okay, well, what happens here? Do we like price is always evolving and you need to adapt and evolve to what price gives you? Okay, obviously, you have high time frame levels that you want to support and hold and whatnot. But yeah, that's how you do it. Now, Ethereum's actually holding its point 0.5. Is this the right chart? Maybe it's this one. Yeah, here we go. So actually, what we actually saw is a sweep of 0.5 entire range. I'll zoom out and show you in a minute. And really nice reclaim of that on ETH, but still, yeah, it's an interesting, again, it's an interesting chart. This is a high time frame resistance now that we're coming into. So not only do you have a nice sweep there on, I can probably get rid of this now that I have that open. Anyways, as I said, this line here is very important. Lots of liquidity, order block over here back in July 25. Okay, even like back in previous cycles as well, way back here in 2024, a big level. This 2.8, 2.7 to like 2.9 region for ETH is such an important macro level. Such important macro level. So the fact we are bouncing from there is okay, but daily looks like it wants to hold or go lower. It is back technically below this resistance. So it was a breakout, fail below. Again, where was the resistance? Coming in here at the yearly open. Tough time to be a bull. Tough time to be a bull. Rejection. And then we also confirmed that with a retest. So not only did we dump from the yearly open, okay? And this is, I actually sold some more Ethereum assets this morning because it just looks shit. Market looks shit, bro. And why would you hold shit into Christmas? Like people will probably sell. People will probably like volatility go down. Ethereum might break down to 2.5K. And like say you hold an NFT, like that could be like 50% by the time you look back, right? Or even a token on ETH, right? So these are sort of, so you're going to protect your downside risk bags, right? Anyways, like as you see, you obviously had a breakout, okay, and then you wanted this beautiful retest. We had the rejection from the like, that is a perfect wick there off the yearly open, crazy, isn't it? You had a retest here. You wanted to see this bounce, okay. We attempted a bounce. We rejected from the lower part. Not only did we reject from the yearly open, rejected from the 0.5 of the range. So this range is just where's my bottom? This is from the April tariff low to the current high of ETH this year. So we rejected from 3.1. So bearish. So yeah, it's not ready to go higher yet, guys. It's not ready to go higher. What is actually this chart looking? Because this chart looks, this is BTC ETH. This chart basically was showing us that it wanted to show maybe a potential move high, but yeah, look, it's still technically a downtrend here. So, and I mean, this is technically a multi-year downtrend or a 5-year. Like, I don't know. This has been lower highs since 21. So crazy, man. But we are starting to nearly bottom here on SOCAX on the week. And this is the same for BTC and ETH. So look, I want to be long. But it's a risky time. And I would much rather, this is the thing. Okay, portfolio discussion. I would much rather not really hold anything in spot and add more to perps and trade with 1%, 2%, max 3% per trade. Definitely 1% at this point in time, if not 0.5% per trade. And then that way you just have structure to follow. You have invalidation levels, you have take profit levels, and you just keep doing that over and over and over and over again. And then once you start to get a bit of macro levels where you're happy to buy, probably like, again, 74 to 42. This region here is where I'm happy to buy BTC. Oh, Greeny, you're saying 42? Yeah, damn right, bro. BTC could easily hit 40K region again. If we zoom out in high time frames, I'll show you that in a minute. We discussed this yesterday on stream as well. Let's have a look. So yesterday, here we go. All right, so this is the yearly chart for Bitcoin. I shared it on Twitter, and I talked about this yesterday. So Lance here just asked me, I didn't actually reply to him, but do you think we'd chop like 2018 is possible? Well, like 2018 was a bearish year. 2018 was a bearish year. Okay, come on. Yeah, like I would not, like 2018 is not chop, and that was going to be my reply. It's like 2018 is like here. Okay, this is the open of 2018. Where are we? About that? That's the open of 2018, and the start of 2019 was it. That is not chop. That is a bear market. So, are we heading into a bear market? Yeah, probably. Again, can't confirm till we get that lower high. That lower high confirmation. All right. Maybe we don't get one. Like if we have a look, like, are we already having our lower high? Is this our lower high here? Is this our lower high hit? I don't know. Um, so yeah, anyways, back to oh dude, hold on. Hold on. I didn't even have the screen on the right thing. All right, here we go. So basically, all right, this is a bear market. So that a lot of people think we chopped in 2018. We didn't. Okay. January was here, 2018, and January 2019 was here. That is not a bear market. I mean, sorry, that is not chop. That is a bear market. That is a bear market. So 2018 was a bear market. Are we heading into a bear market in 26? So hard to know, man. I was chatting to GTG members this morning. Like I know there's a lot of people who are bullish out there with like things around liquidity, rates coming down and whatnot. Like, sure, but like nothing has changed. Like no one has as much time as we had last cycle to be at their computers. No one really has a lot of spare income around the world because cost of living is so expensive. Risk on like so many people have been burnt from meme coins, from NFTs, from probably aping into Bitcoin at the highs and coming back only during euphoria and wondering why they never win, right? So you got to remember sentiment and actual facts of cost of living and life. Like here in Australia, rates are actually increasing, right? So, and we're one of the wealthier countries across the world. So, like people in our country won't have spare money to invest. So it's very interesting. You've got Michael Saylor being an idiot, in my opinion. Keep buying literally price. Like, bro, just buy lower. I don't know how much. Like, does this guy not even look? Does this guy not even look? Zeus, good to see. We'll talk about Moonbirds very shortly. Oblivious, good to see you, legend. Are we cooked? Alex says, look, I'm not gonna say cooked, all right? We're still in macro high low, and that was the other chart I shared yesterday on Twitter. That's a half yearly chart, which we spoke about. So basically what you want to see is a close above 93. Otherwise, this is bearish engulfing. A wick. This is also very toppish. Not only is the yearly toppish here, like look how toppish that candle is. That is a toppish candle. Like that happened in 21, that happened in 2017. That is a toppish candle in my opinion. As many people will say, where's the blow off top? We'll just zoom out on the yearly. The half yearly also has that, right? It has a blow off top. Blow off top, blow off top. Look at this in 21. Blow off top as well, 2018. Just look, there's a lot of similarities there about price action if we just take an objective lens, okay? But could we push up? And I think we can push up to like 100K. We spoke about levels there. Why I was thinking about that yesterday's stream. So go back and watch that on Kick or YouTube. There's a lot of confluence there. Okay, previous range, 21 EMA. Okay, a few other things. But yeah, I don't know, man. It just looks exhausted, right? It just looks exhausted. Now, where's my quarterly chart? And the other thing too is like on chain, everything is down. Like everyone's like, oh yeah, it's just because the same goes with recent token without. But why? But we appreciate the comment. But legend, look at every airdrop. It's an airdrop thing. Sure, it's compounded more to the downside because we're in a bearish trend. But this is literally, as due diligent or dealer, whatever this person, it doesn't follow me. Playbook, 99% of tokens. Okay, this is probably an AI. Yeah, Hyperliquid is the one exception. There's a couple others, maybe something like Story Protocol, which did go crazy. There's maybe one other that I can't remember off the top of my head, but most launches go like this. Okay, these are your top, like arguably some of the top launches this year. Because again, like, and it begs the question, like, why do you actually need to hold these tokens? Like, why do you need to hold token? Like, why would I need, like, it's interesting. Like, why would I hold Meteora? Or if I got the airdrop, why wouldn't I sell that? Like, there's no incentive for me to hold Meteora. I can use Meteora to provide liquidity, absolutely. But there's no incentive for me to hold Meteora. I might as well hold Bitcoin or stables, right? Like, it's an interesting one. So, yeah, Solana actually did break down. I should follow this up. Hold on, let me quote tweet this to remind me. Broke down. I'll fix that after the stream. This is another great example of on-chain just weakness, right? So Moonbirds, look, let's talk about this. Hold on. We'll come back to Moonbirds. This is the one chart I was wanting to talk about. This is the quarterly chart for Bitcoin. So 3 months, that's what quarter means. Has not broken structure just yet. If this does break structure, it doesn't look good. We probably do head back to 60s. If we can't hold 60s, then the high time frame level is high 40s for me. I get very interested, and I think that's a very good risk to reward. 60 to 70% dump-ish, probably closer to 60 from the current highs. I don't know why my voice is fading. Current highs. And I think that will be a generational opportunity. As always, on financial advice, I will be buying at $50,000. And um, I would argue minimum returns based on diminishing returns over time, based on where, I mean, we probably oversold, in my opinion, in this cycle. We probably undersell in this cycle, in this next bear cycle, right? Into 27, 26, maybe 28. Um, and I think that, like, yeah, look, I would say, well, like, based on like theory of diminishing returns, you could say, well, say it gets to 50K, 150K to 200K would probably be reasonable. That's a 3-4x. Where else are you going to get a 3-4x that quickly? So yeah, that's the sort of thoughts. All right, back to Moonbirds. This is another really great example of just sentiment. Obviously, we did know, and stats already kind of commented on this as well, but um, we already did know that they were going to launch a token. So that was already built into speculation. Price was probably already with that. They moved up from 1.3 to about 1.7. I decided to de-risk, as Zeus mentioned in the chat before as well, this morning, more so because of just weakness in Ethereum. And if there's no real buyers of majors right now, or even alts, then there's certainly going to be no buyers of NFTs. And there's certainly going to be no buyers of even a TGE based token like Moonbird, when there's no real clarification around actual timing. So it's a tough time. It's a tough time to be launching a collection. Sorry, a token. I think Spencer's going to kill it. It's just all about timing, and trading is about timing and probability, if that's what your goal is. And I spoke about this on stream yesterday. If your goal is to make money from crypto, that needs to be at your forefront. Okay, that needs to be at your forefront, unless you're swimming in wealth and you can afford to be a collector. Okay, very different conversation. For me, I'm a trader, right? So for me right now, I was also thinking, I was like, well, hold on, I still own my Pudgy Penguin. And not that it's a comparative between my Pudgy Penguin and say 3 Moonbirds. It's you don't want too much exposure to the wrong thing, particularly in a bear trend. That's what I'm thinking. Now, will I be interested in Moonbirds again? Absolutely. Wave 4 of OpenSea is about to relaunch again. So yet again, they're continuing their protocol the same. After a lot of feedback, they're giving away USDC this month more so. They obviously swept a few NFTs this morning or overnight in Australia, for Wave 3 distribution of rewards. So there's a lot of catalysts that Q1 at least has some liquidity injecting from, that's moving from institutional wealth into, well, I mean, it's not even, right? It's participants. So it's just moving. Hopefully it moves into our hands more so than it's going from our hands to them and then back to our hands as a discount, right? And they're just taking the piece of the pie and we're actually losing out over time. That's what you don't want, which is arguably what kind of has been happening on OpenSea with their fees. So it's just an interesting time. It's an interesting time in NFT land. I actually, like, call me out to lunch, but I am very, again, I've said this for a while. If punks get down to something like 25 to 50,000 US dollars, that screams a trade for me, right? Like, I bought mine at 43. That's nearly half price already in just ETH terms, right? But same again, I bought my Pudgy Penguin. It's down, say, 8,000 or just shy. It was 7,500 US, but it's down about 7 ETH since I bought it. So it's actually ETH that's been worse than the Pudgy Penguin asset. And that's what you got to remember as well. And as I said before, like, I still hold my Pudgy. I think I'm happy to hold that for now. And you got to remember with Moonbirds, bullish on Spencer, bullish on what they're building. But it's not the first time we've seen this. It's not the second time. It's not the third. It's not the fourth. It's not the fifth. It's about the 10th time we've seen an NFT collection launch a token. So tough one to be, and to back that up with macro, with where it is, with majors where it is, very tough for any collection. We just looked at airdrops that have been launching recently. Like, very tough to be launching a token right now. And that's probably why I don't think abstract comes sooner rather than later. Hence why maybe holding a Pudgy longer term. Just, I mean, I should have de-risked. I admit that this is one trade I got wrong, is my Pudgy Penguin, right? And I discussed that yesterday on stream as well. It's definitely a trade I fucked up, and that's okay. You can't win everything. No one wins 100% of the time, or if they win, they are like basically unemotional and they probably stick in their lane. They're probably not a degenerate like me where they're trading everything, right? They're probably just trading perps consistently, or they have an arbitrage opportunity, whatever it is, or they have algos, whatever it is. For someone like me who's got his fingers in a range of different pies, it's a little, yeah, I messed this up. So again, if Pudgies get like $5,000 to $10,000, I probably buy one of them and just sit on it. The best trades, guys, the best trades come during bearish or fear. Bearish times or fear. Bear markets or fear are the best, as long as they come back. All you people out there buying, I mean, I actually followed Gary Vee recently on Instagram. He's a good follow. He's a good follow. And interesting to see V friends pumping. But anyone who buys, like, you can buy tokens in a bear market, but you need to do your due diligence that that token will actually see potential upside reward when the bull market volatility returns. If you can't justify to me why a token is one gonna not outperform Bitcoin is probably the first question you'd ask, but not actually get users on the chain or have a business model, revenue model, or have developing tech like memes or not, like whatever the trend will be, then arguably it's going to zero. Just going to take a long time to get there. So that's where my focus very much is shifted to becoming a BTC maxi and just using X amount of my liquidity to trade on-chain trends. And I think that's going to be my goal, really focusing on low time frame perps trading moving into the coming months and really mastering that craft so you can always make money. Short, long, bearish or bullish, you can always make money. And that's why GTG is so good, because you can always do that. You can always do that. And just a reminder, actually, I did drop a little cheeky discount for people who would like to join us in GTG. A little cheeky discount for the month. Christmas special will end on the 26th. So here's the link. Let me just grab that for you guys again. Yeah, so come and join us. You can check it out from I don't care. Check it out. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. But at least come and check it out. We're going nowhere. We've been everywhere the past couple of years, and we were short into the liquidation event. We were stabled up into the liquidation event. We bought the tariff dip. Okay, we nailed it. We sold Solana well above $180 multiple times. We de-risked, okay, a lot of our port at highs. Okay, we got out of meme coins before everybody else was still trading them, okay? They dumped ever since then. So we've nailed macro trends consistently all cycle, okay? And now we focus. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the lifetime. Zeus, send me a DM on Twitter. I'll give you a little lifetime discount. I did reply to you yesterday saying that the lifetime won't have a discount, but Zeus, I'll sort you out. It'll only be a little bit. But send me a DM on and tell me what your DM name is on Twitter. I'll give you a little discount for the lifetime. All right, hold on. I gotta go back to chat. So yeah, Zeus sold his Moonbirds. I agree. It's too risky right now. Market is too risky right now. GM Price, I hope you're doing well. Japan raising rates are the reason we dumped. Yeah, I don't know, Alex. There's a lot. We obviously have CPI this week in what do you call it? America. So that could be news as well. We could be front running that. Who knows? I mean, price just shows you we're just so weak right now, right? So weak. Let me just bring it back up again, so we can keep an eye on what's happening in. We are rejecting from this level. Trade the market you have, not the market you want it to be. That is a good tweet, Zeus. I'm going to write that in my drafts. That is a good tweet, Zeus. Love that. Zeus, tell me if you have DM me on Twitter and I'll double check it. Good time to buy. Alex, I disagree, bro. I think you have time to buy Moonbird. I think you have time. Particularly because we didn't get the clarification. Oh my God, I got so many spams. Jeez, man. I'm going to have a look through all my spam chats on Twitter. Hectic. I haven't checked them for a long time. This new chat on X is horrible. Yeah. Once we didn't got lower high to 200-day moving average. Yeah, there's a few moving averages that are key. GM Yarn, I hope you're well. What I thought was people bought the speculation of Moonbird token announcement. It happened, we pumped. It's not the market to hold, but to trade just to trade. Yeah, I agree. Very true. Volatility. It was a volatility injection moment, and people took advantage of it. So I walked away slight. I think I made like maybe $500, maybe 1,000, something like that. It's a cow. Yeah, fair. Copyright. I mean, he blocked me because I commented that he ignored Solana or Cycle because he was an ADA bull and he has ADA affiliation, and he ignored Solana or Cycle. So look, people get shit wrong, but don't be an idiot and bull post something that is irrelevant to this cycle. So yeah, he's got no chance of seeing my tweets anyway, so that's fine by me. Yeah, so tell me what your name is on Twitter, and we can try to sort something out for you. Oh my god, man, I got so many DMs here. But yeah, outside that, the market just look, it's an interesting time. Craig's back tomorrow, chat. Craig is back tomorrow. Undo, good to see you. Oblivious, what are you lolling about? I'm confused about your lol. I mean, there's just no volatility, man. Like, what about the volume? Let's have a look. Man, like, there's no volume. There's no volume, man. There's sell volume, that's for sure. Not much buying volume at all. I mean, it's the crazy thing for me is that we've been down only on volume, like all cycle on chain, on all like on exchanges and stuff as well. Like, look at this. Down, like, interesting. Very interesting. Your commentary on Cal. Oh yeah, valid. Valid. I mean, don't get me wrong. I used to watch him last cycle. There's a reason I no longer watch him. That basically tells you all. And there's like, I think the biggest difference between 21 and 25 is there's way more people who know shit now. And there's way more creators, way more traders who are public, who are live streaming, who are creating content on a range of different platforms. And these guys are the biggest because they were here first, but they get it wrong because they use old ways, old habits. Look at Becca. Used all cycle, tried to do the same shit as what he did last cycle and went nowhere. All right. So people like them are just an easy unfollow for me. Such an easy unfollow. You wanna find people who are objective. Now, I'm not gonna give away all my secret sauce because I've spent years curating the people I follow across a few different platforms. And obviously I use my own analysis and I watch other people or listen to that or read their tweets or listen to what they say because it just gives me a differing opinion that I know that I have confluence with because I like the way that they trade. They trade objectively. They don't trade based on emotions. They don't trade based on bias. They just trade with what price gives you every single day. And as I said before, like you'll follow traders and that's fine. Like everyone, like the thing about trading is that there's probability that we could go up from here. There's probability that we could go down from here, right? So a trader understands that. Retail does not understand that. And they go, well, hold on, Greeny. You said that we were going lower from this point of time, but we went higher. I was like, well, yeah, but ABC happened. So naturally, you're going to flip from this to that. Or you're pulling out a tweet. Like there was a guy that when I shared Solana resistance at the highs way back earlier this year, some guy pulled up a tweet from like January that I shared. And I was like, bro, this is 3 months before my update. And it broke out like a 40% high from there. So like, I'm like, I got the trade right. It just didn't hit my full TP. If you move your stop loss to break even, you walked away profitable. Like it's just people like try to one up people. So again, you want to follow people who are objective, time sensitive, and trying to go back and like prove some influencer wrong or key opinion leader or a trader wrong. You're missing the wrong point. if they are like historically doing the wrong shit, like I mean Capo for example, right? Like arguably one of the most well-known bear posters on crypto Twitter. Literally, like I don't like again. These are accounts that you become familiar with. A lot of retail participants follow these people because they have such high engagement, and these are the people that you really need to avoid. You got to sift through it all and find accounts that have got 1,000 followers, accounts that have 500,000 followers. There's people in between that whole range who are just very good at what they do, and they're very good at articulating that in a very concise and objective way that allows me to then look for confluence or to look at it from a different way that I trade in a different way. And I think that's key. I think that's absolutely key. Absolutely key. He's a bit of a lot himself. Well, hey, good on him. He made a lot of money. I mean, he was a he worked at what do you call it? NASA first, I'm pretty sure. He worked at NASA. All right, it's cool, cool, cool. All right, Pricey says, I feel like I never had a Santa rally. From memory, we are usually neutral bearish over the Christmas period. Do you remember having a Santa rally? Absolutely, I do. 2021 was a Santa rally. Where are we? This here. This is crazy. It was November into the start of December. Maybe not Bitcoin specifically, but absolute shitters. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. We're gonna go find some. And this is Becker's shining light when he was pumping and dumping absolute shitters on. Wait, what? Have they changed their name? Yeah, here we go. This is one example here. Look at this. November, and like even had a lower high at the December. So you still have plenty of time. If you caught some of these shitters, so this was D-Race. Again, this is the stuff, pumping and dumping. Like this is like, he has a track record of doing this stuff. And he tried to do it this cycle, but people saw through it because there's so much more analysis, so much more education out there these days, so many more people to follow. But this is a great example of something that happened last cycle. Okay. Absolute horrendously pump and dump tokens. But this was Christmas euphoria. November and January, NFTs as well throughout that period of time. I can't remember. I was priced out of NFTs, so I was trading alts specifically. I still loved NFTs. Like, let's just have a look. Did Moonbirds, when did they launch? It doesn't give you the full bloody history, mate. But like, I'll try and think of some other examples. Give me a category. Metaverse, token slash gaming is probably the two that were crazy back then. Let's have a look. Okay. So, oh, yes, Sandbox. Dude, I remember I was in this 8x'd in the space of like this here. I got into this around these levels. So, what was this? August. Yeah, even October, I think it was. I don't know. I think it was October, whatever. And this was a 10x in the space of a month. And we're talking like hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, that's crazy, right? Like, again, market cap's here at 300. So think of it here. Yeah, there you go. Like, market would have been like, what's that? Like 7x. So this is billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. I remember that. That was euphoria during into Christmas. Again, November, December, start of 2022, as you can see there. That was a Christmas rally. When did ApeCoin launch? It was earlier. Yeah, it was earlier. Oh, no, it was later. It was later. So it was April. It was April. Yeah, later on. Look, you can't even find all these tokens that you were trading back in 21. Let me look. I mean, YGG, I definitely tried it. I mean, Illuvium was a great example. Like, look at this shit. Like, look at that. December, euphoria, crazy, bro. Like, that's billions of dollars. Even something like Magic had a bit of a season back then. Like, look at this. This thing went to $5.50. Do we ever see something like this again? Well, meme coins probably replace these sort of things this cycle, right? Meme coins really compounded our knowledge that you really don't need utility for price to just go up. And anything that has actual utility, and unless it actually has proper utility for you to hold the token, you're probably not going to be around much, right? So Magic was a great example of something that went up last cycle. Oh, dude, I remember hearing about ad shares. Oh, it's the next big ad, crypto, blah, blah, blah. Veracity, this one. Oh, yeah, I remember this bad boy. Oh, dude, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this. Oh, dude, look at that. Crazy November pump. Yeah, I remember this. Oh, my Lord. Wilder World was another one. Let's look at this. Like, these were all just crazy during that euphoria period. So that was your Santa rally in 21. I'm trying to think what other tokens if I had keep having a scroll. I remember the sweat token. I downloaded that app as well, but it looks like other competitors did way better. Dude, this is a great example of a Becca just absolute manipulation. Cetify shit. Look at this. Look at this. From $16 to 10 cents. Crazy, man. And then again, he got pumped. They managed a little bit here, and they did all right. Let's go page 2, where we're hitting some real degenerate stuff. What's this? This is still sub 10 mil, so there's definitely stuff here. I'm trying to read. I'm sure some of these names do like Wagme Games. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, that was this shit. Maybe no, it was a different games token. Miria was another one that rings a bell. Reef. Oh, this one, dude. Player 3 bulls, like, yeah, dude. No, this is okay. This was around in 21 as well. I don't know why. They must have changed their token. Dude, there's a few others. They're all probably just dead, right? They're all dead. Yeah, ZK race was obviously D race. That was a big one that we started on. We'll go to the third page to double check. UFO gaming, that was definitely one. I remember this bad boy. Yeah, look at this shit. Like, again, just absolutely nothing. This says $167 a volume now. Just absolutely nothing, right? Just from absolutely nothing to like crazy evaluations. Just, oh, man. What a time, man. What a time. Yeah, there's probably a few others here that are. Rev was another one. That was like a car racing thing that never probably came to fruition. Exceed Me, I remember thinking about that or looking at that. I miss when you used to go and try and be a degen and figure out based on utility or hype or what they were building that people would actually come and speculate on some of these things. Okay, now we're really in degenerate. This is sub 500K. Yeah, but anyways, that was Euphoria. That was Euphoria. And that was your bull market Santa rally, in my opinion, last cycle. And NFTs, like again, historically NFTs during that period of time were going crazy as well. And then obviously ApeCoin came out in April as well. So yeah, there's a lot like that. That time was crazy to trade crypto. I mean, like that's why it was so easy for me to trade a few memes on BSC this cycle because you just like you knew exactly what you're doing. Because last cycle I was trading on PancakeSwap, I was trading like going on Binance Smart Chain using MetaMask and all that sort of stuff. Like, yeah, it's crazy how crypto evolves like that over time. The ASTER absolutely dumping. Took out this liquidity. Now it seems to be pumping this morning, which is interesting. BNB is holding up pretty decently as well. All things considered. Come on, B. Come on, big BTC. Push up into the daily. Into the daily open. Right. Yeah, Zeus says Adidas NFTs. You can literally put in most public, like well-known companies, apparel companies, and they had an NFT collection during that period of 21, 22. Where are they now? Yeet, folks. Big moments. Christmas Joyride is now live, and there are players events. You can participate. Civil plus rank. You could win some cash. Just join Yeet Discord and play the events. It's a fun time, especially during the bloody market. Angelos just said, you know what I'm a bit disappointed about? We didn't get added to the Yeet competition. I'm not sure why. Like, I'm sorry, but where are we here? Because I know for a fact that we have more weekly volume than a few of these things. I don't even know what the, like people or communities. Bit disappointed we're not on this. Bit disappointed. Anyways, yeah, check it out, guys. Check it out. Yeah, I might send Mando a DM. Let's just look. Like Unless the leaderboards isn't updating accurately. But I was a bit disappointed. Yeah, I was a bit disappointed. Yeah. Anyways, it is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe they based it on historical volume. I don't know. Hey, we just need more volume, guys. We need more volume. We need more volume. I wish I could participate. Wish I could participate. I wish. I wish. I wish. All right, guys. Well, not much else to cover today. Not much else to cover today. And market's not doing too much at all. I mean, we've covered a lot. There's not many airdrops I'm really looking at outside Solstice. And that's just a patient DeFi play. So yeah, not much else probably to discuss today, guys. So I might wrap the stream 10 minutes early. Let me just check Solstice real quick. It's a 327. How many flares am I at now? 17 mil. Let's go. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I'm at 17.7 mil flares for Solstice. So staying patient. I hope this ages well. 5-10 grand is all I ask. I think I put about 2 in, maybe 2 to 3. I don't think I would have put more than that. I don't think, look, 3-ish, I'll say, on the max. So we'll wait and see. I mean, this exponential ones down here, yeah, my money that I put in here, which is probably about 1,000 max, this is going to zero. I'm very aware of that. But hey, hopefully the flares give me more than $1,000 in itself, right? And that's without the liquidity pools that I've got a small amount on as well. So yeah, I don't know. I hope this one ages well. I hope this one ages well. All right, guys. Okay, GG, all good, bro. I'll sort you out. Because GG has dominated the volume yet again, guys, I am going to just give the $50 today to GG Martin. He had 5 entries yesterday, didn't quite get it, but he's dominating. So I've had a look, and by far he's doing the most volume consistently the last few days over the past couple of days. So yes, GG, you win $50 today. So I'll add that to $100. I'll add that to 100 so that this week so that you get it. All good, legend. You're welcome, GG. Yeah, I mean, guys, it's only fair. Like, no one else is really. Angel's done a little bit, Floyd's done a little bit more over the past couple of days, but yeah, I mean, guys, do more volume and everyone will qualify. Everyone will qualify. And I did take a screenshot, so I am keeping an eye on it. All right, guys, congrats to GG. W's to GG. Guys, do more volume and you qualify. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you're new here, drop a follow. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. It supports us. We do the show every single day, giving you live breakdowns of crypto, trading, macro, how to make money, non-financial advice, etc., etc. Guys, we're live every day. Massive shout out to our 2 partners. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. And Craig will be back tomorrow, guys. So he'll have a lot of stories to tell about his trip to New Zealand. Queenstown, one of the most stunning locations in the world, in my opinion. I've been there before. I haven't been there for about 10 years, so I'd love to go back. As always, guys, have a lovely Tuesday if you're in Australia, and have a lovely Monday evening if you're in Europe/America. And we will be back live again tomorrow with Craigie Boy for our last few days before we have a week off for Christmas. As always, thanks for watching. Very much appreciate it. Stay well. See you tomorrow.